As we confirmed yesterday, the post-SummerSlam attack on Roman Reigns was not a storyline write-off. The Tribal Chief is expected to remain on WWE programming until September 2nd, when his Hollywood commitments begin. He's already advertised for WWE Raw in 2 weeks when the Red brand rolls into Philadelphia. And now, we've learned fresh details about his next feud, his upcoming pay-per-view match, and the creative direction WWE has planned before his hiatus. On the latest episode of WrestleVotes Radio via WrestleBinge, Joey Votes and TC dropped a fresh update on Roman Reigns' immediate future, confirming WWE is penciling him in for a tag team match on the August 31st Clash in Paris Premium Live event. His partners and opponents are still under wraps, but clarified that this isn't a random booking choice. The decision to keep the original Tribal Chief out of a singles bout is a calculated move, part of WWE's longer-term plan as he inches towards his Hollywood hiatus in September. While not confirmed, WrestleVotes noted that Reigns is set to square off against Rollins' faction, The Vision, at Clash in Paris. A tag team match makes perfect sense here, because as long as Seth Rollins has his loyal henchmen at his side, Reigns can never get a clean shot at his former Shield brother, and that point was made very clear several times on Raw. If WWE goes in this direction, Reigns has options. One obvious choice is reuniting with the Usos for a 6-man tag, or he could team up with other Rollins rivals like CM Punk or LA Knight to even the odds. Either way, it would be a collision of top-tier names in front of an international crowd. And there's more than just faction warfare at stake. After dismantling the OG bloodline, Bronson Reed added insult to injury by swiping Reigns' Jordan sneakers, parading them around as the Shula Fala, and dubbing himself the Tribal Thief. On Raw, Reed escalated things further, stealing another pair right in front of the cameras. If Reigns does team with the Usos in Paris, the match could serve a double purpose, settling the score with Rollins' crew and finally reclaiming his prized kicks from Reed. Meanwhile, WrestleVotes also addressed the match fans keep begging for, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. It's still on WWE's radar, but not for Paris. It won't be happening in Paris, the report noted, with WWE clearly holding the dream bout for a bigger stadium-level PLE down the road. The move to position Reigns in a tag team bout continues WWE's recent pattern of using international shows for high-profile multi-man matches while preserving big-money singles clashes for premium domestic events later in the year. Do you think WWE made the right call putting Roman Reigns in a tag team match for Clash in Paris, or is it finally time for that long-awaited one-on-one showdown with Seth Rollins? Sound off in the comments and tell us how you'd book it. WWE fans have been buzzing all week after reports claimed that Karrion Kross and Scarlett's contracts are set to expire this weekend. The internet has been ablaze with theories, contract talk, and mystery, but with so many conflicting updates from credible outlets, there's been little in the way of actual clarity. Thankfully, Kross himself just stepped in to set the record straight. While promoting his new book, Life is Fighting, on the Angle podcast, the former NXT champion addressed the rumors head-on, making it clear that most of what's floating around online is pure speculation. I hope Scarlett and I could be back on WWE Raw. I see things being written online right now, specifically today. A lot of what I read is not true. I hate to disappoint people, but I don't want to bullshit. But I hope so. I hope we do come back. Some fans are convinced this whole thing feels a little too familiar, drawing comparisons to R-Truth's Exit and Return storyline from earlier this year. That theory only gained steam after WWE promoted Kross's new book and Paul Heyman publicly praised him. Despite speculation, those who have spoken to the couple said that they've kept their contract situation close to the vest. As of Monday, they were still telling people inside and outside WWE that no offer had been made. But they were also never told that WWE planned to let their contracts run out without renewal efforts. Kross and Scarlett originally signed 3-year contracts in 2022, putting their expiration date right at August 10th, meaning whatever is happening now will be decided very soon. If WWE's goal is to keep fans talking, it's working. Whether this is a legitimate last-minute negotiation or just another storyline twist, Kross and Scarlett's future could be decided within days. Do you think WWE is working the fans with this Kross and Scarlett contract situation, or is it really coming down to the wire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. WWE had fans second-guessing all the way to SummerSlam 2025, planting seeds that the American Nightmare might finally show his darker side. From subtle storyline cues to shifts in crowd reactions, the speculation machine went into overdrive. But according to new reports, the heel turn talk was never anything more than smoke and mirrors. On the latest episode of WrestleVotes Radio on WrestleBinge, Joey Votes and TC shut down the rumor mill, confirming WWE never had any real plans to turn Cody heel. The whole tease? Purely to throw off hardcore fans. They even laughed about how absurd it would be to flip Cody while his face is still plastered across Minute Maid cartons nationwide. Theories of a SummerSlam double turn, especially with John Cena involved, were hot in fan circles, but the event came and went with a clean finish. Cody stayed a babyface, and the fans left happy. During SummerSlam weekend, Fightful reported that while several media outlets suggested Cody's heel turn was nearly set, Fightful sources within WWE Creative clarified that no such plans are in place. Cody himself addressed the topic earlier this year in an interview with Kay Adams, making it clear that a heel turn would only happen when it made sense creatively. He gave no timeline, saying the change would come naturally, not as a forced storyline twist. That said, some fans and analysts believe now is the perfect time, arguing that a heel turn could inject fresh energy into Cody's character and give audiences something new to invest in. From WWE's perspective, however, the hesitation is understandable. Cody remains one of their top merchandise sellers, a consistent crowd favorite, and one of the most recognizable public faces in the company. Would a heel turn shake things up down the road? Absolutely. But for now, the American Nightmare is exactly where WWE and most of the WWE universe want him. WWE is about to make one of its biggest business moves in years, and it's going to hit fans right in the wallet. Starting in 2026, premium live events will shift from Peacock to ESPN's brand new streaming service, bringing with it a hefty jump in cost. But WWE President Nick Khan isn't losing sleep over it. In fact, he's confident fans will stick around, even with the price climbing from $10.99 to $29.99 a month. Speaking on the Varsity podcast, Khan made it clear he believes WWE's loyal audience will follow wherever the action goes. Will the subs follow the product to whatever that new platform is? I think we've demonstrated to Peacock our subs will follow. They certainly all followed from the WWE network, and that expanded that subscribership extensively with Peacock. Same will be the case with ESPN, and we're excited for that. WWE signed a $1.625 billion deal with ESPN that will last 5 years, making ESPN the exclusive home for premium live events in the United States. That means anyone wanting to see the likes of WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or the Royal Rumble will be viewable on this service only. It's a bold bet by Khan, relying on fans to deliver and remain loyal to the company despite the almost threefold price hike, which some fans view as WWE cashing in at the expense of its audience. The previous transition to Peacock had been a smooth one due to its lower cost, but this time is different and it could have a negative impact. That move to ESPN next year will command a lot of attention, and that's something that WWE will need to deliver on, especially with ESPN set to simulcast the Super Bowl. ESPN expects WWE's debut to bring the same level of prestige and visibility as the major NFL event, and Dave Meltzer revealed on the Wrestling Observer Radio that WrestleMania 42 is expected to be the first event of this era. That will naturally draw a lot of attention due to the event's importance to WWE, and the company will need to pull out all the stops to make it a special one worthy of the extra money fans will be spending. Elsewhere, former WWE superstar Jake Hager has dropped a bombshell announcement this week after he recently revealed that he has retired from professional wrestling. He appeared on the Rule Breakers with Saraya podcast, where he admitted that he's now started his own trucking company, which is something he's excited to dive into. "I'm getting out of wrestling. I could say I'm retired from it," he said. Hager had most recently been working for AEW, where he was involved in several major storylines, including being part of the Inner Circle faction, but he admitted to leaving AEW after feeling disrespected by the company. "I was in contract negotiations and I just felt really disrespected. I made a counter and they made a counter that really pissed me off, so I was like, all right, let's go elsewhere." Hager had previously revealed that Tony Khan didn't want him in AEW, and that it was Chris Jericho who pushed for him, with his failed contract negotiations seemingly highlighting that problem. However, even though he's now focused on his trucking company, Hauling Oats, he hasn't entirely closed the door on professional wrestling, as he's still open to working for WWE on one condition. "Wrestlers don't really retire," he teased. "That's why I'm saying that I'm just driving up the price right now." So while he's busy exploring life beyond wrestling, it's clear that if Hager gets the call, he wouldn't be against making a return under the right circumstances. Hager might be open to a WWE return, but the company is concentrating on younger wrestlers, particularly those under contract in NXT for future main roster call-ups. It appears that WWE is interested in one current NXT champion for a possible main roster move, as WrestleVotes Radio has revealed that multiple people in WWE absolutely love Sol Ruca, including some with direct influence on the main roster. It's believed that Ruca has huge potential as a wrestler. Meanwhile, those in NXT would prefer her to remain in the developmental brand for as long as possible to continue her development. However, there is a growing belief within WWE that the NXT Women's North American Champion is capable of handling the challenge that comes with the main roster. She's made appearances on the main roster previously and impressed many people with her work at Evolution. Now it remains to be seen whether she makes the move sooner rather than later. Do you want to see Sol Ruca become a permanent member of the main roster? Sound off in the comments. SummerSlam 2025 shattered records at MetLife Stadium, drawing an eye-popping 113,722 fans across 2 nights in New Jersey, and now WWE is looking to turn that success into a blueprint for future premium live events. Media personality Andrew Baydala, who previously broke news about WrestleMania returning to Las Vegas, took to Twitter/X to share what he's been hearing from inside WWE/TKO about the reaction to the event's success. Following the success of SummerSlam in New Jersey this past weekend, the discussion of hosting more 2-night events is intensified within WWE TKO. With an earlier start and finish time, impressive revenue, and attendance numbers, it's clear that the 2-night format resonated well with fans. TKO WWE appears to be capitalizing on this success, as plans are already underway to introduce more 2-night premium live events, or PLEs, in 2026. Reports indicate that plans are already in motion to extend this model to other marquee events. Survivor Series 2026 and the Royal Rumble 2027 are reportedly being eyed as top candidates for 2-night formats. Money in the Bank is also under serious consideration, signaling WWE's intent to reshape how its biggest annual shows are consumed, both live and on streaming platforms. If implemented, this would mark a significant shift in WWE's event structure. It would allow for more main event caliber matches without overloading a single card, offer talent more recovery time, and create new opportunities for storytelling across back-to-back nights. What do you think? Should WWE make more of its top shows 2-night events, or should that treatment stay exclusive to WrestleMania and SummerSlam? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. AJ Styles stunned the wrestling world with his surprise return to TNA at Slammiversary 2025, and if TNA President Carlos Silva's words are anything to go by, that might not be the last time we see the phenomenal one inside a TNA ring. While Styles' role at the event was limited to closing the show with an endorsement of new X Division champion Leon Slater, speculation immediately began about whether the 2-time TNA World Champion could lace up his boots for the company again. Speaking to What Culture Wrestling, Silva addressed the question head-on. Yeah, look, I mean, never say never. I have to tell you that the WWE NXT partnership has been so great. They really supported us. They supported AJ. He wanted to come to Slammiversary. We obviously wanted him to come to Slammiversary, and they made it work for us, and I think the fans got to win as a result of that. Silva confirmed that WWE fully approved the Slammiversary cameo and worked hand in hand with TNA to make it happen. So look, I think like every partnership, you work through these things. You figure out what works timing-wise, you figure out what works at WWE and NXT, and we all try to figure out how to create great moments for the fans. So I'd say never. And like everything, we continue to go to work every day with them to try and create great storylines. According to Sports Illustrated, AJ was initially penciled in for an on-screen segment with longtime rival Frankie Kazarian, but just hours before the show, plans shifted, reportedly at WWE's request, to avoid teasing a future match they weren't ready to commit to. Silva's never say never stance keeps the door slightly ajar for one last TNA Classic in the future. Could the stars align for AJ Styles to have one more match under the TNA banner? The fans are asking for it, and if Silva's comments are any indication, WWE might not slam that door shut just yet. Another major deal that has been greenlit under Nick Khan's era is the acquisition of AAA, which has created numerous opportunities for WWE in the Mexican market. Khan has also revealed the expansion plans. When he spoke to the Variety podcast, Khan made it clear that WWE wants to expand beyond North America by hosting more international events, and they hope to maintain AAA as its own separate brand for now. WWE intends to introduce AAA as a new product to the marketplace as its own unique brand, with the intention of having another show in the industry alongside its own. When it comes to WWE's growth in Mexico, it's been revealed that the company is interested in signing wrestling legend Konnan to a Legends deal, which will be different from his involvement as a commentator in AAA. According to WrestleVotes Radio on WrestleBinge, WWE has strong interest in bringing in Konnan, with the deal being separate from AAA. It would lead to WWE offering him two different paydays, one for his legacy and the other for his on-air work in AAA as a commentator, a role he will continue. The previous Worlds Collide event saw Konnan back in the spotlight as he worked alongside Corey Graves, and the backstage reaction revealed that WWE saw the value in Konnan beyond that one night. What do you think about WWE offering Konnan a Legends deal? Do you believe his career warrants that honor? Let us know in the comments below. And AEW fans have been patiently waiting for Buddy Matthews to make his return to the company after injuring his ankle, but unfortunately, that wait is now going to be extended. That's because Matthews has revealed that he's undergone surgery to try and fix the situation, as he shared a photo on social media from his hospital bed alongside his real-life wife, Rhea Ripley. This is obviously going to delay his return to AEW, with Matthews having been sidelined since his match against Kazuchika Okada at AEW Grand Slam, Australia, where he hurt himself during his entrance. Matthews has been open about how his ankle hasn't been healing properly, and the surgery is obviously a final step in trying to fix that. Another wrestler who has revealed a serious medical update is Jonathan Gresham, who has shocked fans by revealing that he suffered 2 strokes just days ago. Gresham recently competed against Pete Dunne at Bloodsport 14 on August 2nd and is now taking some time away from the ring to recover after revealing he woke up unable to move the left side of his body. 2 days ago, I woke up and I couldn't walk or move the left side of my body. I couldn't see and I could barely talk. It took me 30 minutes to dial 911, but I finally did. I woke up in the hospital. Couldn't remember what had happened. They told me they had done an MRI and I had 2 strokes. Despite that, Gresham did confirm that his tests did come back clean, with doctors suspecting a link to a severe case of COVID-19, but it is yet to be confirmed. He also revealed that his wife, Jordan Grace, rushed to be by his side after seeing what happened via their Ring doorbell camera. My wife saw me get carted off from the house on a Ring doorbell camera and somehow flew from Orlando to Atlanta in time that she was there when I woke up. I wasn't fully convinced I had a stroke until she showed me this photo of how my face looked. I never thought this would be something for me to worry about at 37 years old. Gresham is now set to take 2 to 4 weeks off from in-ring competition as he waits to get medically cleared, having made clear that it's not the end for him as a wrestler. However, this story serves as a harsh reminder that life can change in an instant, even for those who appear to be in perfect health. Vince McMahon and Alexa Bliss are set to appear on a major television special alongside several other WWE stars. Fox will premiere a 1-hour special on August 12th from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern titled TMZ Presents The Real Hulk Hogan. The program will be the first documentary to air following Hogan's passing on July 24th, 2025, offering a comprehensive look at his life, career, and lasting influence on professional wrestling. It will explore how Hogan transformed the industry and became one of the most recognizable figures in American pop culture, while also addressing the tragedies and self-inflicted wounds that made his life more controversial. The special will feature appearances from Vince McMahon, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Mick Foley, Bill Goldberg, Jacob Fatu, and Jimmy Hart, as well as Hollywood legend Sylvester Stallone. Additional names may also be included. We're ending today with AEW contract news after Ricochet recently decided to align himself with Toa Liona and Bishop Khan, which is a situation that has seemingly benefited the Gates of Agony, as they've now signed a new deal with AEW. According to Fightful, the hard-hitting duo have signed long-term contracts with AEW, and Steve K of Paragon Talent Group has worked on it for them. Toa Liona took to social media to say the journey continues, as the tag team took a picture with Khan, seemingly confirming the news. It's a statement of intent from Khan in securing the long-term futures of an exciting tag team who only have a significant upside.